Last time we started with exponential equations and also logarithmic equations. Let's continue on that today. Now, we stopped last time with this problem. I stopped here. So what if you are having like the logarithm of 5x minus 1 to the base 4 is equal to the logarithm of a to the base 4 also. So take note, if they have the same basis, you can drop the logarithm there. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm just gonna drop this, and what is left is 5x is equal to 8. That if both sides have logarithms on it. Again, you can drop that. That's 5x minus 1 is equal to 8 if both have the same basis. Like the base there is 4 on the left side, and on the right side the base is 4 also. So solving this equation, you transpose this, mahimuning plus 1, it becomes 9. Then divide both sides by 5, we're gonna have 9 over 5 for that. Now let's have this problem over here. So we have here solving exponential equations. Now here's my question. What are you gonna do with this kind of exponential equation? Let's apply the things we have learned last time. Any volunteer, please? What are you gonna do with this? Okay, same sila og base. So how do you express 27 3 cube? Let me write that down. Sir, 3 cube. Then I'm gonna be writing 3, then x plus 1. Then ang 9, unsaon si 9? You make it 3 squared. Then multiply it by the exponent 2x minus 7. Okay. So take note, nanatag gihimo na natog base 3 tanan. Now what are we gonna do next? I will be multiplying 3 cube and 3 raised to x plus 1. So what do you do with the exponents when you multiply powers? This is simply product of powers. You add them. So take note, if i-multiply niya na ako si 3 og si 3, I'm gonna be adding their exponents. So this becomes 3 raised to x plus, you add 3 and 1 to get 4. The same side, unsa may buhaton niyo diri sa side, sa right side, i-distribute ninyo. You distribute the exponent to over there. So this becomes 4x minus 14. Now, since they have the same basis, just like what we did over the logarithms, we can drop this. So we can equate their exponents, which is this one. And then solving for x, transposing that to the other side, that becomes how much? This becomes negative 3x, right? Is equal to negative 18. Transposing this, that becomes negative. Transposing that, that becomes negative. So negative 18 or negative 3x. Dividing both sides by negative 3, you're gonna get how much for x? This will be equal to 6. So this will be our answer for our first example. Now, let's have this example. In solving logarithm or exponential equations, if it is not possible to express both sides as powers of the same base, take the logarithm of each side using any convenient base. Usually, we make use of the base 10. Use rules for logs to break down the expressions, isolate the variable, and evaluate, then check. Now, let's do that over here. You have noticed that 5 raised to 3x is equal to 7 raised to x plus 1. There is no such way that we can express 5 and 7 nga maparehas ang bases. So what are you going to do with that? Just like what I said a while ago, we will take the logarithm of each side. So I will be placing the logarithm of 5 raised to 3x. Take note, I'm going to place 10 there. It's automatic. The base is 10. Is equal to the logarithm of 7 raised to x plus 1. Now, what are you going to do with this? Remember the logarithm of powers? Kung sige, buhaton na ko aning 3x o kining x plus 1, di ba? Ibalhin ni na ako diri sa atubangan sa logarithm. Ibalhin ni na ako sa atubangan sa logarithm, a property of logarithms. So what will happen here? This becomes 3x, the logarithm of 5 is equal to x plus 1 times the logarithm of 7. Okay? Now, let's distribute this. Kini atong i-distribute si logarithm of 7. So, we will have 3x, the logarithm of 5, is equal to. So, this is now x, the logarithm of 7, plus the logarithm of 7. I will be isolating the variable. So, meaning, kini siya, I'm gonna transpose that to the other side. So, this becomes 3x, the logarithm of 5, minus x, the logarithm of 7. That is equal to the logarithm of 7. So, I just simply transpose this because I want to isolate all the variables to the left side. Now, you have noticed that x is common. So what you're gonna do, you factor out x. So if I'm gonna be factoring x, what is left here is, nawa na si x, ang nahibilin, 3 logarithm of 5 minus, giwagtang si x, ang nahibilin, the logarithm of 7. This is equal to the logarithm of 7. Now, I want to solve for x. What do? I will divide both sides by 3 logarithm of 5 minus the logarithm of 7. And on the other side, we have 3, the logarithm of 5 minus the logarithm, of 7. So, I can cancel out that. Kindly use your calculator, please. You solve this now. Na may logarithm in yung calculators. Kindly solve this, please. And take note, when you do division, enclose this in a parenthesis. Because I misplaced my calculator. Please do the calculation. How much is the result? Using your calculators, please. Again, you make use of the base 10 as your base for your logarithm. How much is your answer, by the way? Yes, 0. Okay, 3 decimal places lang. Go on. 0, approximately 0.675. Okay, we have the same answer. Oh, this will be the value of x in this example. Okay? Are there any questions about example number 2? So in this case, I am presenting to you what if, sir, ang bases dili maparehas. So ang buhaton nako, I'm gonna take the logarithm of both sides. And in this case, I am having a base of 10. But I'm not writing it down because it's understood that the base is 10 there. Okay? So, the logarithm, then I'm gonna be applying the properties, katong exponent, power property. So, I'm gonna be transferring the exponent in front of the logarithm, kining 3x. Ang x plus 1, transferring it in front of the logarithm. Then, I'm gonna be distributing this because I want to isolate the variable x. My goal here is to transfer x to the left side. And I cannot transfer that kay napaman siya parenthesis dire. So, I will distribute it para inighuman og distribute, I can transfer this kining x log 7 to the other side wherein I can do factoring sa x. If ma-factor si x, ang nahibilin is this. I can divide both sides by that now. So, I can solve for x. Now, let's have another example. What if you're given this? So, use the rules for logs to simplify each side of the equation until it is a single log or a constant. So, meaning, ang atong goal here is this. We need to express this side as a single log and this side as a single logarithm as well. So, how do we do that? By applying the different properties we have talked about last meeting. So, unsaon man ni nako pag unsa may buhaton nako nito, baliktad ni siya sa gibuhat nato ganiha ato ning ibalhin dire. Okay, ibutang nato siya as exponent. So, let's write that down. The logarithm of x to the base 2 plus the logarithm of 5 squared, take note, I have now transferred the exponent, is equal to the logarithm of x minus 6 squared to the base 2. Now, what are we gonna do next? Unsaon maninimo pagsumpay ning duha as a single logarithm? Di ba gikan ni siya sa... Asa ni siya gikan? Gibuwag ang x plus 5. Atong i-condense. Correct. Atong i-condense. So, if you're gonna condense that, what are you gonna do with x and 5 squared? I-condense. So, what are you gonna do with x and 5 squared? Parenthesis. Go on. X dili sad i-times nato sa 5 squared, di ba? Pwede ni siya atong, di ba kini siya pwedeng ma-condense in this form? Am I right? Okay, that's it. So, is equal to the logarithm of x minus 6 squared base 2. Just like what I said, kung ang logarithm equal na, I can drop the logarithm. I can drop that. And what is left here is, what is 5 squared, by the way? 25x is equal to, let's have x minus 6 squared. Now, let's solve this one. Do you still remember how to solve equations like this? Unsa may buhaton ako ani class? Go on. Sige, you tell me what to do. Sige, atong i-simplify. Diba 25x is equal to, what is x minus 6 squared? Kini siya. What is this equal to? X squared minus 12 okay, plus, very good. And then let's transfer this to the other side para makahimo ta og quadratic equation. So we have 0 is equal to x squared. The mahimo ni siyang, how much maning negative 12 minus 25? negative 37x plus 36. Now, my question is this. Is this factorable? Can you factor x squared minus 37x plus 36? If this is factorable, what will be the factors then? Yes, go on, go on. Very good. Negative 36 and negative 1. Negative 36 and negative 1. Okay? Now, unsa may buhato na kuan igahuman? Sige, you tell me what to do now. Because this is just reviewing concepts that you have learned way back pag high school. What are you gonna do now? No, not the checking yet. You equate, break it down. Break it down. So we will have x minus 36 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. So you will equate both factors. Kini equate to 0. This one equate to 0. And our first value is 36. And our second value is 1. Now, let's take note. Reject solutions that would mean taking the logarithm of a negative number. Now, if I'm going to substitute 36 over here, kini, what is 36 minus 6? 30. Now, if I'm going to substitute 1, what is 1 minus 6? Negative 5. So, kinesia, I will reject that because if I'm gonna substitute that over here, it will give me a negative number and wala man ay value ang negative log. You can even check your calculators. If you're gonna have the logarithm of a negative number, it will not give you an answer. So, meaning, ang value ra atong gamiton is the number 36 only. Is our example clear? Okay, now let's have another example. This one. The logarithm of x to the base 5 minus twice the logarithm of 7 to the base 5 is equal to the logarithm of 125 to the base 5. So, let's express this as a single logarithm again. So, what are you going to do with this? You transfer it as an exponent to 7. So, the logarithm of x to the base 5 minus the logarithm of 7 squared to the base 5 is equal to... Now, how do you express 125 as a power? 5 cube. Let's write this as 5 cube. Okay. Now, let's have this now. Diba I presented an answer on this one last time. Nga, if I'm gonna be transferring, if I'm gonna be solving the logarithm of 5 cubed to the base 5, what's the result? Over here. Focus on this. I gave an example on this last time wherein kung kinesiya o kinesiya equal, right away, whatever the exponent is, that is the value of that logarithm. You can even check. You try. What is the logarithm of 10 to the base 10? Kana lang. What is the logarithm of 10 to the base 10? I-check lang nato. Use your calculator, please. What is the logarithm of 10 to the base 10? What is this equal to? 1. Okay. Now, diba I'm gonna be having 3 here. To solve 3, akong ibalhin si 3 dire. So, ang mahitabuan ni, this is 3, the logarithm of 10 to the base 10. And you said a while ago that the logarithm of 10 to the base 10 is 1. So, automatically, just like what I said, if nagay 5 niya, 5, 6, ug 6, 7, ug 7, then whatever the exponent is, that is the value of your logarithm. Okay, now, let's go here. How do you express this as a single logarithm? Minus, unsa gito may buhaton basta minus, i-condense ni nato. Go on. I-divide. So, meaning, what are you gonna write? And what is 7 raised to 2? 49. Okay, now, unsa may buhaton nato ani class? Sige, I want you to share your ideas. I know, nakaagi na mo ani, I want you to share your ideas. What are you gonna do with this? Sir, itanggalon ako ang log. No, you cannot do that. Nga naman, kay log niya ang usa constant. Katong tanggalon ang log, kung log ang pikas, log pod ang pikas. In this case, i-express nato in exponential form. Diba, nakahata ko example, ani simple examples ani last time? Nga, gonna have, what is the base? Sir, the base is 5. So, I'm gonna write 5. Sir, what's the exponent? Sir, the exponent is 3. This is equal to x over 49. Okay? So, balik. This is the base, 5. This is the exponent, that's 3. And this is the answer, x over 49. So, to solve x, I'm gonna multiply both sides by 49. To cancel 49. Now, what is 5 cubed times 49? What is 5 cubed times 49? 6125. And this will answer our problem. This is the value of x now. Klaro ra siya, class? Is everything clear so far? Okay, last time ang good, we had just had simple problems. Karon is, i-complicate nato gamay ang mga problems nato. Is everything clear so far? Okay, let's continue with our next example. Here. Oh, just like what I said a while ago, express this as one logarithm. Left side, one logarithm. Right side, one logarithm. Okay. Unsay buhaton, plus man na siya. What will you do? Unsay buhaton na ko aning Okay, so I will be multiplying 3x minus 1 and 2. Kining 3x minus 1 o kining 2 akong i-multiply is equal to the logarithm of ang base 2. Kini pod siya ako sad nang i-multiply kay plus man pod ang naa din ha. So 4 times x plus 3. Since they have the same basis sa logarithm, I can drop the logarithm now. So, I can have, i-distribute na nako, 6x minus 6. No, not minus 6, but minus 2. Let's erase that first. Minus 2 is equal to 4x plus, plus 12. Okay, solving for x. So, this becomes minus 4. 6 minus 4, that's 2x. Kini, mahimo ng plus 2. 12 plus 2, that's 14. Dividing both sides by 2, you'll get 7 for the value of x. So, it's just a matter of himuon siyag ang left side, usa ka logarithm. Ang right side, usa ka logarithm. Now, let's have another example. This one. Unsaon man ninyo siya? What are you gonna do with that? Minus naman atong symbol here. What will you do? Unsa gito buhaton basta minus ang operation sa log? You divide. So this is now x plus 2 divided by x. Kini siya i-divide ani, which is equal to 2. Can I drop the log there? Can I drop the log? Can I drop the log? No, I cannot because there is no log on the right side. I cannot drop the log because there's no log on the right side. What are you gonna do there? Exponential. Very good. So, ang atong base 3, ang exponent 2 is equal to x plus 2 over x. And this will give us 9, diba? Yahuman, i-multiply na ko dito si x, mahimong 9x. Do you agree? Because I will multiply x here. I will also multiply x here to cancel out the x nga variable. So 3 squared is 9 times x is 9x is equal to x plus 2. Transposing this becomes minus x. So 9 minus x, that's 8x, is equal to 2. Dividing both sides by 8, you'll be getting reduced to over 8. That's 1/4. That is the value of x. That is the value of x. Any questions so far? Class, is this okay? Okay na? Okay, let's have this one. Let's have this example. Now, what are you gonna do here? Say buhaton na ako aning left side. Okay, good. X times x minus 2. This is equal to 3. Now, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna drop the log or you transform it in exponential form? Exponential form. So what's the exponential form for this? We have, okay, 3 cubed, that's equal to x times x minus 2. So let's solve this one. This is 27. This is x squared minus 2x. Let's make this standard. So this is now x squared minus 2x. This becomes transpose that minus 27. That's equal to 0. Now, my question is this. Is 27, na-factors ang 27 nga, ang ig minus it's the middle term? Is this factorable? Dili. So, unsay gamit? Correct. Unsay gamito nato nga method dili kay dili man pwede ang factoring. Do you still remember the very good. Sir, na iniingon quadratic. Quadratic? Quadratic unsan man? Quadratic formula. Unsa to'y quadratic formula, B? You tell me. I'm gonna write it down. Plus minus. Sige. So what na ako? Plus minus. Nato'y plus minus din ha. Pero unsay mag-una dire? Negative B. Correct. Plus minus the square root of unahon na tong B squared minus 4AC. Please do not forget this. This is always applicable. The quadratic formula all over 2A. Now, kabaw na mo unsay values ana nila, right? So, we will substitute everything. This is, di ba ang B nato is this? This is our C and our A is 1. Now, what is negative? This is negative, negative 2. Plus minus, we have negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 27 all over 2 times 1. Okay, let's just solve this now. So, mahimo ning positive 2 plus minus the square root of, this is 4 plus, how much is positive? No, this becomes positive. 4 times 27 is how much? $108. 108, right? Okay, all over 2. Now, this is now 2 plus minus. This is, how much is this, by the way? 4 plus 108. How much? 112 divided by 2. Okay, now, here's the thing. Ato sa dong isimplify ang 112. Naabay factor ang 112 nga na perfect square? Ato i-verify. Naabay factor ang 112 nga na perfect square. I'm referring over here. I'm referring to this one. Unsa may factors niya? Go on. Correct. So, I'll use 16 times 7, which will give me 4 square root of 7, right? So, kini di ang square root of 12 is equal to 2 plus minus 4 square root of 7 all over 2. Di ba I can simplify this? I can make this 2 divided by 2, sir, 1. Then 4 divided by 2, sir, so plus minus 2 square root of 7. Now, here's the thing. Asa may gamito na ko ani nga root? Is it ang 1 plus square? Am I gonna use both? Or am I gonna use just the plus or just the minus? So you tell me now. If you will be subtracting these two, kini siya. Di ba the result here is negative? Di ba I said a while ago that we will be avoiding negative answers? Because if I'm going to substitute that over x, this value here becomes negative and there's no such thing as the value for a negative logarithm. So kini siya atong i-disregard. The only value that we can use is the positive one. Because if I'm gonna substitute this over here, di man na siya ma-negative. Do you get my point? Okay. This is not 2, by the way. This is 7. This is 7. Sorry for that. That's 7. So are there any questions about this example? So, be careful lang ha pag-determine sa mga values. Let's have another one. This one. Over here. So, we will have the logarithm. Understood na ang base kay 10. What will happen to these two? Unsay buhaton ana class? I-times. Okay? Is equal to the logarithm of 7x plus 6. Can I drop the logarithms now? Yes, because both sides have logarithms on it. So, ato ning simplify, this is 4x squared. This is positive 6x. This is positive 2x. This is positive 4. That's equal to 7x plus 6. I'm going to transpose everything to the left side. So 4x squared, let's combine these two first. This is positive 8x plus 4. This becomes minus 7x minus 6 is equal to 0. So meaning we have 4x squared. This is plus x. And these two is negative 2 is equal to 0. Right? Now, is this factorable? This one over here. Wait. 3 ni siya. This is 3, not 4. Sorry for that. Nasayop si Sir Tigle. This is 3. Nasayop. This is 3x times x. That's 3x, right? Okay, that's corrected already. Oh. Is this factorable? Is this factorable, by the way? Pwede. Unsa may factors ani niya? 2 ug 1. And then, so let me write that down. So meaning, I'm gonna be writing, sige, atong trial and error method. Sir, si 2 ug si 1. Right? And then, so i-positive ni mo ang 2. Sige, i-try na to. Positive si 2, negative si 1. And then what will you do with 3x squared? Asaman ang asamang x ana asang 3x ana. Ana diri si 3x nya diri x. I-verify daw na nato bi ato i-check. 3x times this is 3x squared. This 1 multiplied by this is negative 3x. Unya kinis, so meaning asa man jud ang sakto ani. Sige. Sakto ba siya or naay sayop? Asa may sayop ani? Sige, you tell me ang sign ray sayop ana class. Dapat positive ang 1. Now, gitudluan pa mo sa inyong teacher before nga dili mag-trial and error. Ma-factor ni ninyo without using trial and error. Were you taught a method by your teacher before? Dili siya trial and error method class. Gitudluan mo or wala? Sige, atong balikon ang dili trial and error. It's so simple. So, I'm gonna have 3x squared man na siya, 3x all over 3. Kung 5x squared na, 5x over 5. Kung 6x squared, 6x over 6. And then, plus minus man na, automatically, the sign will be plus minus also. I will multiply 3 and 2, I'll get 6. What are factors of 6 when subtracted? It's 1. Sir, I'm gonna use 3 times 2. And then, just like what your classmate said, sir, positive man na, sir. So, positive ang dako, which is correct. Positive 3, negative 2. Now, pila may common ani niya? Sir, common si 3. Okay, let's do factoring now. We are having 3, then x plus 1. Then, on this side, 3x minus 2 all over 3. Di ba makancel ang 3? And you are left with x plus 1 and 3x minus 2. It's totally the same with this, but I am not using trial and error. I am simply using a method that will give me the answers, the factors right away. Okay, now, balik ta dire. Di ba equate both sides by 0? X minus 2 equals 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0. So what's the value of x here? Pilay value sa x dire. I-transpose ang 2, then divide both sides by 3. Mahimo ani kay i-transpose si 2. I-divide both sides by 3. So ang x is 2 over 3. On this side, x is equal to negative 1. Now, asa may value nga gamito ninyo ani class? Is it 2/3 or is it negative 1? Okay, so i-disregard ni nako. I'll use 2/3 on that. Okay? Let's have another example for a while. This one, kinisaya. So, just like what we did a while ago, express this as one logarithm left side. So, multiply na ako si x o si x minus 6. That's equal to 2. Are you going to drop the logarithm or exponential form? Exponential. Okay, wala may logarithm ang right side. So, we have 4 squared is equal to, we have x times x minus 6. Okay, let's simplify this. This is 16. This is x squared minus 6x. Then let's make this standard. X squared minus 6x minus 16 equals 0. Can you factor 16? Can you factor this out? Unsa may factors ni 16, ig minus kay 6. Negative 8 and positive 2. That's it. Negative 8 and positive 2. Then break it down. X plus 2 equals 0. X minus 8 equals 0. This part is negative 2. This part is positive 8. Again, we will be using the positive value. Disregard the negative value. This will be our answer over here. Okay, some more questions, by the way. Are there any questions, by the way? Walay questions? Okay, what if I'm gonna give you this one class? The solve the value of x. 5 raised to x equals 62. I gave a similar example of this a while ago. Unsay buhaton nako ani class? I will be dili man ni ma-express ang 62 in terms of a power of 5 nga the same ang basis. So I cannot do that. Ang buhaton nako ana is okay, ilogarithm ang both sides to base 10. So, apply kog logarithm sa left side, apply og logarithm sa right side. And what will you do with x? Diba, ibalhin si x dire. Mahimo na ng x, the logarithm of 5 is equal to the logarithm of 62. Dividing both sides by the logarithm of 5. Makancel na o pila man ni siya class using your calculator. What is the logarithm of 62 divided by the logarithm of 5? Pili answer ninyo dire. Please, go. 2 point. That's totally right. 2.564 or 2.56. That's totally correct. Okay? So, masolve di ni siya, sir, using logarithms. Yes, masolve ning ani nga expressions or equations using logarithms. Let's have another one. Oh, this one. Similar na kaayo ni sa gibuhat nato ganiha. We will take the logarithm of both sides. Then, ang exponent, ibalhin ras atubangan. So, 3x, the logarithm of 4 is equal to the logarithm of 45. Nya, divide ko og 3 log 4. 3 log 4. Para makancel ang 3, makancel ang log. Ang nahibilin, extra jud diri sa left side. O, kindly use your calculator, please. Pila man ni siyang the logarithm of 45 divided by the logarithm of 3 times the logarithm of 4. 915. Or I can have 0.92. Depende na na siya sa options sa atong exam later. Okay? Let's have... Do you want more examples or sakto na to siya? Klaro na kaayo to. Let's have another one. Kini siya. Let's have 2 more examples na lang. Let's have 2 more examples. Okay, just like what we did a while ago, we will take the log of both sides. X plus 7, the logarithm of 76. Then you transfer this here. So this becomes x plus 5, x plus 7 siya, I mean. The logarithm of 3 is equal to the logarithm of 76. So I will divide both sides by the logarithm of 3. The logarithm of 3. So I can have x plus 7 is equal to the logarithm of 76 over the logarithm of 3. I will be transposing this to the other side. So x is simply the logarithm of 76 divided by the logarithm of 3 minus 7. Kindly calculate this in your calculator now. Gamit ang calculator, pilay answer ana niya. How much is your answer, by the way? Yes, it's okay. Okay rin ng negative. Negative what? Or 0.6. 57 or negative 3.06. Oh, kana siya answer na to. Class, pwede naman siya mag-negative answer diri. Basta lang, ang kinisiya, wala. Wasuwayin ninyo ang calculator ninyo. Butangin ninyo negative nga logarithm si 76. Kana. Unsay mo gawa sa calculator? You try that. It's an error. It will give you math error. This is an error sa calculator. Because it does not have a value. Okay? Kung exponent like what? You mean to say kini siya. Pwede ra ni siya. Yes, this is totally fine. Pero kung naadiri ang inyong isolve nga negative, di na siya pwede kay wala may answer nga negative sa logarithm. Okay? So wala ra na siya. Okay na na. Okay. Let's have more examples para mas maanad buging aning nga mga logarithms. Okay, what are you gonna do with this, by the way? Sige. Unsay buhaton ninyo una ani? Class, what are you gonna do with this? Unsay buhaton yun ni 7? Ayaw sa mong pag-logarithm. Ato sang i-examine ang equation. Kung natin ma-transpose, ma-combine nato sa other side, you do that. So this is now 2 raised to x is equal to 12. Right? Then this is the time to take the logarithm of each side. Kasi kanang 12, di man na pwedeng ang 2 exponent para makakuha kag 12. And then you transfer x here. So x, the logarithm of 2 is equal to the logarithm of 12. Dividing both sides by the logarithm of 2. Use your calculator, please. Isolve ni using your calculator. How much do you get? You cannot divide 12 and 2. use your calculator. The logarithm of 12 divided by the logarithm of 2. $3.58. That's totally right. 3.58 is correct. Okay? Are there any questions? I still have ako na lang ning humanan akong examples gihimo ha kay para maanad mo sa mga pamaagi ba sa pag-solve og logarithms, okay? Now, what if you're given this kind of expression? Let's have this one. So right away, I will take the logarithm of each side. Kay kining 12, I cannot express this nga na i-base nga i-power. So I'm gonna take the logarithm of 1/3 raised to negative 2x is equal to the logarithm of 12. And then, I'm gonna be transferring this to the other side, here. So negative 2x, the logarithm of 1/3 is equal to the logarithm of 12. Then I'll be dividing both sides by negative 2 and also the logarithm of 1/3. Negative 2 and the logarithm of 1/3. Nga naman, para makancel na ako ang negative 2, makancel na ako ang logarithm of 1/3, ang nahibilin ra sa left side is si x. Then you solve this using your calculator, please. How much is the answer here? $1.13 is right. 1.13 is right. Now, let's have another problem. Does your calculator have like ma-change din yung base? Inyong calculator, mabutangan yung base or wala? Mabutangan. So, pwede walay problema, masolve na ninyo, o pwede may value na using your calculator. Delay value aning using your calculator? 4.04 is right. Tanang calculators mabutangan og base 4 or naay calculator dira nga dili mabutangan og base 4? You tell me please. Because this one man good, kini siya, I can do this as this manner. Kining logarithm of 17 to the base 4, I want to make the base 10. So I'll have log of 17 divided by the logarithm of 4. Base 10 na siya. So katong calculators nga dili mo makabutang og base nga 4, mao ni buhaton ninyo. The logarithm of 17 divided by the logarithm of 4. Whatever is the base, mao na inyong denominator dala. That's still equal to this value over here. Okay? Let's have another. Okay, there you go. Are there any questions so far? Kaya ang next nato nga lesson is just properties, like this one. Mga properties ra ni siya. We have discussed this already. Ako lang ning gi-review. Unsa may buhaton na ako ani class? Akong unsa to'y buhaton na ako basta akong ln. Natural logarithm, e raised to x is equal to ln 8. Yeah, I'm gonna transfer this over here. X ln e is equal to ln 8. Kining ln e class, kung gamitan ng calculator, this is equal to 1. So x is simply ln 8. And what is the value of 8? ln 8. Again, what is the value of ln 8? How much? Na ay ln inyong calculator, di ba? ln 8. How much is that? Use ln sa 2 point. Round off, 2.008. So, you make use of the ln sa calculator. Na ang may function ng ln sa calculator. That's natural logarithm. Okay? Another one, kini siya. Simple na kayo na saya. Unsa may buhaton ako, i-divide sa kunig to both sides. Para e raised to x is equal to 9. I'm gonna take ln e raised to x equals ln 9. Para diretsyo ta class, right away, i-drop ang ln e, isuwat si x is equal to ln 9. What is ln 9 equal to? A round off. Is it 2.19? A round off? 2.2 or 2.20. I'm gonna accept any of the two, 2.2 or 2.20. Okay? Are there any questions, please? So far, okay ra? Okay. Let's have our last two problems. Kini siya, unsay buhaton ninyo be? You tell me what to do here. What will you do here? Okay, so you will have e raised to 3x is equal to 4. Then you take ln e of both sides, ln of 4. Ma-drop ning ln e, this is now 3x is equal to ln 4. Divide both sides by 3. So what is ln 4 divided by 3? Use your calculator now. .46 is okay. 0.46 is okay. Let's have our last problem. This one. O, unsay buhaton ninyo anak class? I-divide sa og 4.5. Para makancel na. O, what is 90 divided by 4.5? 20. Then take ln of both sides. ln e x plus 7 equals ln 20. Cancel ln. Suwat ang x plus 7 equals ln 20. Transpose this. So that is now ln 20 minus 7. Give me the value, please. What is ln 20 minus 7? How much, please? This is our last example. Anyone? ln 20 then equals ln 20 equals then minus 7. Negative 4 is correct.